Guys, you're never gonna guess where I'm going. I'm in New York. Going to Brooklyn to visit the Slew Studio. Woo! I'm so nervous, guys. It all started 2 months ago when I was sitting in my art class and my professor said something like, you can't really master art because what is there to master? The world? And it made me think, you know what? I think I should go study from the masters. But since they're all dead, I decided to go to the next best thing. We're hitting the town. We're gonna have to get breakfast. It is currently 9:47. We were trying to get out of here by what, 7:30? Yeah, so we're gonna maybe grab yogurt or we're gonna go to Brooklyn first and then get our stuff there. We still have to buy our canvases because I wasn't able to pack them in the bag.
Please, oh please, won't you stick around? I don't want to say goodbye when
Let me see yours.
goes down. I want to keep you close.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just afraid I'm gonna have to leave that somewhere like on a street corner and somebody's gonna get to take it home. But then they'll be lucky. Whatever.
An hour or two will never be enough to be
you mean
with.
screaming, crying?
Screaming, crying, throwing up. And blue. Please, oh please, won't you stick around?
Guys, I'm in Slew's studio right now. Can you believe that? Like, I feel weird. I can't believe this. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this can happen. I'm actually crazed.
Well, if you leave, don't leave it oh so long. Come on back where you know you belong. When we're apart, how I long for you.
You're trying to get home.
You stole my heart, don't you ever see it through. Please, oh please, won't you stick around? Spare just a little time. Don't
What's up? I'm Slew here at my studio. We have Sunday long pose session. Everyone over here is painting. We have an awesome model. It's a 2-hour pose. Come on, check it out. Yeah, this is the setup. Yeah, so this is what goes down every Sunday.
Nice.
How are you enjoying it?
Me?
Yes, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I love it.
The sun goes down, I wanna keep you close, wanna hold you tight. I don't ever wanna say goodnight, but just stick around.
All right, 20 minutes has begun. We have 20 minutes to basically decide what we want to do for the rest of this time. So the first task of painting with a model is deciding if you're going to do a full body or if you're going to do a close-up. And Ellen and I both decided to do close-ups. We're starting with the faces, and we're doing it very differently. As you can see, Elena's using pencil, and I'm using burnt sienna. I often do like to start with pencil, but today I was like, okay, we'll go for burnt sienna. In this first 20 minutes, we basically got the sizing, the portions, all that in. Not much detail going on. I mean, Elena's actually got a lot of the details in the face. It's looking really good.
All right, we'll take our first break. Solid 6-7 minutes.
We have begun, and I'm basing out the colors, figuring out the colors I want to get on.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think I'm gonna try to not realistic.
Yeah, cool. Oh, sandwich. Bagel. Okay, here we go. We are back. So I've already started by putting some darker tones in. And I started helping Elena a little bit with figuring out what tones to start with, because it's really scary, especially when you haven't painted in a long time, to paint from a model. Yeah, I just want to say special thank you to Elena for coming with me, because as I said, it's really scary to paint from a model, first off, and then second off, painting in front of a big group of people is also really scary. For me, my personal experience, I often don't like what my painting looks like when it's from a model or when it's in a group setting, just because it's not the same as when you can be at home with your camera, with your like photo that you've, edited and stuff. It's just not the same, but it is a really good experience, and I think every artist should paint from a model at least once in their life. So here, as my camera goes in and out of focus, you can see me adding just the darker tones, trying to get like the shapes in, trying to like work out the face. This is a technique that I'm learning in school right now, is to first do the background and then work with the dark tones and then add the light tones after. Here I'm building on those darker tones, adding lighter tones. It's easier to paint with oils when you start with the darks and then you put the lights on top, because it's really hard to get that saturated like dark color if you've put a light color underneath. This painting started off a little bit better in the beginning stages and it kind of went downhill. Sometimes that happens where I have to just fight with the paint and it just doesn't work. With enough time, I'm able to pull it back usually, but this was just a fun, quick, pretty much 2-hour thing. It's funny because I'm like wanting to go, I wish I could go on the British Portrait Artist of the Year and they do, 4 hours and they do these spectacular paintings. I would have to practice so much. I don't usually paint with green, so doing this background was really difficult. Also, the burnt sienna was wet and it kept blending together and creating like mud. You'll see me wipe it off like 100 times.
I'll do our longer break right now, halfway through.
Is that Gandalf?
I mean, Brandon Sanderson is so great.
Justin.
Here, you can have
Really?
Malfi Rabbit.
Can
Let's
have
get one
it?
for you.
No
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Thanks so much.
It's gotta be a really cool person to make children's colorful cards look cool.
No, Here we go, continuing on. I'm showing Elena how to use the darker tones, and I'm working on my background a little bit more, which, again, maybe not the best time management skill. I could have just thrown in a solid color and not even worried about the green, but, you know, I tried to go for it. Next step is going to be the bushel on her neck. I have no idea what you would call this. I feel like the people in the medieval times would be wearing this ruffle thingy, like the squire, or I don't know, people in the king's court. It's a very medieval vibe nonetheless.
No, it doesn't.
We are all our own worst critics.
No, it really don't lie to the people.
I would like to say that I genuinely really like this painting. The cheeks, the eyes, it's very well done, Elena. Hey guys, I'm with Slew.
We're here! And we've done 4 20-minute poses, so we have 2 20s left. We got 40 minutes left, so we're
Beginners.
No, this looks great. Doing good. And you're using acrylic.
Yeah.
You're using oil under the eyes, under the chin, so you could get way darker in the shadow areas. And then
Coaching lessons, literally coaching. I'm actually so awkward. Speaking of awkward, I would like to tell you a story. So in my life, I'm a server in a breakfast restaurant. And people come in and like, you know, I'm supposed to be good at talking to people. I've gotten better. Throughout the years, I've definitely improved and I have things to say. So my story is basically that like old guys come in and they make jokes, you know, because old guys, they're trying to be funny. Like this guy one time, he was ordering the omelet and it was the Western omelet. And he goes, "Does it come with a hat?" And I was like, "Oh, what? Oh, the omelet. Oh, because anyway, at the end, I drew a little hat on his receipt and I said, "There's the hat." Back to the painting. This painting, guys, this is the I was like rushing through this. It is not going well, but it is still an experience. I have to look at every painting as like an experience. So in the past, if I made a bad painting, I would be so afraid to make another bad painting. But I have to realize, and anybody has to realize, that, you know, you're gonna make bad paintings. Not everything's gonna work out, especially from painting from a model. I've said this already. It's really hard. But at this point in my life, I'm honestly so okay with making bad art because I know that I will make more art. Especially being in art school, I'm forced to make more art, so I don't have the option to just be like, oh, it's a bad artwork, I can't continue. So that's something I've actually developed, and I've talked about it before on this channel, how I'm scared to do stuff a lot of the time. I think something to remember is that painting is a skill that you acquire, and you have to do some not that good art to get better. I consider this a not that good art, but I also consider it a stepping stone. Okie dokie, you guys ready to see this?
Oh my gosh.
It looks like poop. Here's Elena's results. She is saying that she does not like it, so I'm not going to play the sound. I just want to say that the color blocking she did was very good. The way the colors look, the way this is proportionate, like the figure, it's there. She was happy with it like 20 minutes ago, but then when we had to rush at the end, it was just, you know. Here's some other artists' really beautiful works. This sketchbook was gorgeous. I flipped through. He said I could take a video and it was just so nice. Overall, that was an amazing experience. I'm definitely going to do some model painting again. I'm going to look for some local stuff. Yeah, thank you so much to Slew for hosting these events, and thanks so much to the model. See you guys next week.
It's a really tough card game that involves attacking each other's monsters, attacking each other's life points, and using spell and trap cards with various effects and effect monsters' effects to do crazy stuff.